Yo, what's poppin', Nobody Nation? It's your boy, Mr. Nobody, and today I've got another podcast banger for you. We are going to be talking about networking, and this is about to be a very tough podcast to record and probably to listen to because I'm going to go at a lot of different things that people do, people don't do, things you may or may not want to hear, and I've got my homie, Danny Pita, back again for round 2. I know you guys loved my man, my flat build man, so I had to bring him on back. Danny, how you doing?
Doing good, buddy. How are you?
Dude, I'm fucking doing amazing. Dude, I feel like this is about to be great. Guys, if you like this, make sure to drop a little dab for Patrick underneath the comments, all right? I love y'all. Mwah. Now let's get into it. Dude, welcome into round 2 of the podcast, dude. Like, we're talking about networking, which
yes,
it's a big word, right? You know, networking. You got 3 syllables there. There's a lot for a brain like mine, but I feel like it's pretty important. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I think that first of all, let me just say thank you so much for inviting me back.
Of course, man.
This is just so much fun, and I think you're doing an awesome job. But yes, networking. I can't even spell it. That's how difficult it is.
Hey, man, listen, it's tough out here. You know what I mean? So, dude, I feel like there's a lot of topics that I wanted to talk about today, and we'll obviously just play off of every topic like we did the last pod, where, you know, we just transition pretty smooth. Today, we're going to be talking about follow for follow, support for support, how to organically grow. So that's going to entail a lot of different outlets to bring other people into your streaming platform. We're going to talk about Discord servers, the pros that they give you, but also the cons that you might experience, and also scams, scams that are going around in this industry. So I feel like let's just jump right on in, man. And I feel like, what is networking? Like, what do you think networking is?
So for networking, it's about going out, putting yourself out there, and trying to reach a new group of community, a new group of people, so you can get to know different people in the industry or in what you're doing.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I feel like I will add into that. It's getting whether it's your community, your content, and exposing it to other like-minded people that share the same passion as you do, whether it's music or video games or trick shotting, whatever it is, there's a specific lane for you.
Absolutely.
And I feel like there's no better way to start this super tough podcast than with the number one terrible way to grow and network. And that is follow for follow. Follow for follow, for those of you who are starting out with streaming and don't know what follow for follow is, it is an exchange of your follow. So it would be, for example, say I had 100 followers and Danny Pita on the other end of the mic had 100 followers. What we would do is I would say, okay, I'm going to follow you. That means I gave you now 101 followers. That's the total that he has. Now he has to follow me back. That's the super bare bones principle of this. It happens a lot more than people think. I mean, how many times do you see it into your own streams, in my streams, where people come in, follow for follow?
Yeah, follow for follow. Hey, can you go and check out my video? That kind of thing, and follow me on this or do that. There are strictly pages that I've seen that are built for this.
Oh, and there are huge Facebook groups. They've been renamed and rebranded a bunch of times, but at their core, they've been Twitch follow for follow. Like, I've seen pages like that.
I've been a part of a couple when I started out, and I didn't even know what it was, and I wasn't even following anybody. I just wanted to see what people's channels were because I was looking for, people that were doing things, and I wanted to learn. Luckily I didn't jump into it.
Hey, man,
that's what happens to a lot of young people in the in the streaming world is they see this and they're like, oh man, if I could get 100 followers or 50 followers and get affiliate really quick, then I'll be seen.
Yep. And I actually personally have been a part of follow for follow, man. On my YouTube channel, when I first made my YouTube channel, this is a couple years ago, I thought the way to growth was follow for follow. So I made, and I love being upfront with everybody, like, this is what I did. I made a second Instagram account, MrNobody Gaming, and that was away from my main account because you can only send so many messages in a day. And so I would send so many follow for follow posts. It would be F4F, content, promotion, that kind of stuff. And I made a second Instagram account solely for that purpose. But I realized at about 300 followers or subscribers on YouTube that, man, I got these YouTube videos. They've only got 3 views, but people are subscribing. What something's going on? And then I started diving into the whole, we're going to transition here into the support for support, which is, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than just a subscribe. It's, I'm going to mutually watch your video if you watch mine. So if I send you a 10-minute video, you watch my 10-minute video, and then I watch your, 4 to 10-minute video, whatever you have for me. And that's what people did, man. And that's what I did. And I have no shame in admitting that because that's what I was taught. That's what I thought. I'm going on and looking up ways. And the first thing I found was follow for follow, support for support. But I just realized that, numbers wise, I wasn't getting where I wanted to be.
So that's the hard thing about it is I remember I searched the same thing, how to grow on Twitch. I think I was on Facebook at the time. I was Facebook gaming at the time. How to grow on Facebook. Well, get in these groups and you just follow for follow each other, support for support for support. You give me $5, I give you $5.
Yes. That's a great segue into support for support, which is honestly, it's just a rebranded follow for follow. I mean, I've had so many people argue me down, and before you guys get at me in the comments, just hear what I have to say on this pod before you go after that dislike button and before you start going all angrily. Like, listen to what I have to say. Like, support for support does nothing unless you are the lead ringleader. What I mean by that, yeah, you're the mule. Because I have seen amazing content creators fall off and quit streaming because they were building around, let's build this amazing community. Let's get these people in here. Let's support each other, support for support. And yes, you get the part of support for support is follow for follow. That's literally the beginning basis of it. That's how you start the whole support for support stuff. And these great streamers, man, there's a homie that I have that when I was at not even 800, I was at like 500 followers. He was already at 1,400 and he was just growing daily. And he was averaging between 30 to 60, 30 to 70. I was like, dude, he's going to hit partner in no time, which is how that stuff works, right? Well, very quickly, I surpassed him. When he hit 1,700, 1,800, I did as well. And then the numbers just completely flipped. I'm almost at 4K now, and he's sitting at about 2.5. And he makes good content. He's a great content creator. But the problem with that is all of his viewers are streamers. And that's how he got his way. So he got all these followers, but you can gain a bunch of followers, but not gain a bunch of viewers, which is where the biggest problem with this lies.
Absolutely. And I love coming into your stream and watching. Yeah, I'm a streamer myself, but I love coming in there and hanging out with your community because there are so many people there that are just there to watch that aren't streamers. And
Yep.
that's something that's so special about the Nobody Nation is it's full of mostly people that just think the content is great and they want to be there. Yeah, we have some streamers, and that's when a lot of fun comes in with your like custom days. But
Yep.
like I have to tell you, man, I just think it's special and I love it.
I love it when I do podcasts with you because you just make me feel like I'm actually doing something right. You make me feel like I'm actually doing something good, so I appreciate the kind words.
Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome.
No, but
I do want to touch back on the follow for follow, support for support too. Like, I literally was going through just browsing because everyone, especially as like a streamer, you just want to get off Twitch when you're done with Twitch. Like, I'm done with Twitch for the day. I streamed, but I was just browsing and I found a guy and I was like, I'm gonna check him out. He had like I think 7 people in there, and I look at him, not partnered or anything, but he had 7.4K followers. And I
yep.
think there's at 1.7, and it dropped down to 3 and 4. And like, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, okay, I'm at 530 or whatever I'm at right now, and he's at 7.4K, and I'm averaging more than him, or same or more than him. What?
Yep.
Why is he at 7.4K?
Yeah.
And
And
it's literally follow for follow.
yep. And there's a lot of I have a follower who he part of follow for follow. I actually found him and I wanted to just enjoy his content when I was beginning out and I was averaging 1 to 3. And same thing, I saw he had 20K. I didn't know anything about averages on Twitch at the time. And I was like, dude, he's got 20K. I need to follow this guy. Right. And that it got me for 2 seconds. Like it really did. But now you take a look at a tool called Twitch Tracker. I'll drop it down in the comments. Twitch Tracker is an amazing way to look at anybody's stats. You can look at mine down there. You click it, type in MrNobody Nicks. I'll pop up. You can see everything. You can see when I've been follow botted. You can see when I've been view botted. You can see whether I've gained a lot of followers or lost some followers. You can see all of that data and it's all public. I also made it to where you can see my active subscribers. So you can see my subscriber count. But the whole point with that is that you can see a lot of these people, they've done the follow for follow thing and it's a progression graph as opposed to a follow bot graph where it'll spike up a couple thousand, then it drops off after you take it off. All of those people that are having those follow for follow, their graphs just gradually increase, which is a big problem because that means they are actively partaking in follow for follow and it's doing nothing to their viewership.
Yep, their numbers are just rising in followers, and their average view count is just plateaued.
I have a friend who, she's awesome. I'm actually going to name her because her and I have talked about it and she's cool with it. Her name is Maleficent266 on Twitch, and she's actually gotten in bed with some people who do support for support, and she's very stressed about streaming. I love her. Her and I've talked a lot. I love her, boo, and I just told her straight up. I was like, what's going on? And she was like, I don't get why I have increased my follower count by 400 or 500 and my viewer count has stayed the same. And I was like, well, I'll tell you exactly why, because you are giving subs and donos and bits and a view to other people. She is doing the proper way that support for support is supposed to be for. Instead, other people are just popping in saying hi and then they leave, go do the next thing to the next streamer to try to get like, oh, I was in your stream, come into mine kind of mentality. Because support for support is a revolving door of bits and subs and donos, views, lurks, that kind of thing. Where follow for follow is just that mutual exchange. And I feel like that's where support for support is so toxic because it's a revolving door of money, meaning if I give Danny a sub, I would expect him to subscribe to me or gift subs to keep upping that ante or, giving that support. Or if he's streaming, he should be lurking my stream and vice versa. And the reason why that's so toxic is because that is taking away from your own content. I feel like, I don't mean to keep going on, but I feel like when I stream, and I know this, it's not even a feel, I know. When I stream, I'm giving everything I can to my chat and to my community, and I'm not lurking somebody else. Unless it is a person I'm actively planning a stream with. Then I'll pull them up on my second monitor, because I feel like on the second monitor, well, it's like, okay, that's my homie. If I'm playing with Danny Pita, and he's streaming, of course I want to see if he hits a nasty clip. I'm going to take a look for a second. But
yeah, absolutely. I do the same thing. And it's like, usually it's the people that I'm actually actively in the game with or actively doing something with.
Yeah. As opposed to, oh, I'm lurking 10 random streams. I'm eating up my computer's processing power. I'm having potential audio issues because of Chrome being Chrome. And on top of that, I can't tell you how many times I've seen people in the middle of their streams go, hold on, guys, I've got to go refresh my lurks. That to me as a viewer is so disrespectful because I'm personally taking the time out of my day to go watch your stream. The proper way on Twitch that I've experienced and the way I enjoy Twitch is if I go into someone's stream, I am there. I am not lurking anybody else. I'm right there. And for me to take that time out of my day to hear you go, hold on, guys, I'm going to go refresh my 20 lurks real quick. And then they're like this. They're looking off to the other screen. Oh, haha. Yeah, cool. Oh,
I
yeah.
will say this, though. I can attest to that because we stream at different times.
Yep.
I love it because you're in the morning and I'm like driving to work. I got you on. I hear about butt stuff, toes, and I'm like,
We don't got to
I'm
talk
ready.
about those.
Oh, sorry. But then at night I'm streaming and like you're getting ready for bed, and when I know that you pop in there, like I know you're there for me.
Yep.
I know that you're like that's something that like it's important for me to know that you're there watching me and you're not sitting there watching 10 other dudes and I'm just a thought. You know what I
Yep.
mean? I'm just a lurk. When I do the same thing, if I'm in your stream, I'm going to watch you. I'm going
Yep.
to interact. If I'm the only one in chat interacting, I want my screen to say, "Hey," or I want not Wisebot, but like Nightbot to say, "Hey, you're talking too much. Shut up."
No, and that's exactly that. And that also is a huge thing where I know that I'm going to get a lot of people commenting because they do this. And I know the people that are going to take offense to this. But it's a clear thing where I'm not the only one who experiences Twitch this way. A lot of viewers and the people that pop into my chat, they know this because you've even said it. You know, I have a lot of people who are just viewers. They're kids. They're in their teens, maybe even early 20s. And they're just trying to enjoy some content, not watching somebody go, I'm going to go refresh my lurks. You know what I mean? And that I feel like is huge because that's how you build a community. And that is how you do that, is, you know, creating good content for not just your chat, but for people that are, you know, trying to discover new people. And I feel like
Absolutely.
that's a good segue into our next topic, which is how to properly network and how to properly grow. Because I've been dogging on support for support, which is how everybody knows this stuff is supposed to be. Let's actually talk about how to do that, how to properly do it.
Yeah.
And I feel like the proper way to network, what has worked amazing for me, is rating out after every stream. I don't care if you're rating with one person and that's your Streamlabs bot, or I don't care if that's 100 people and you're going to be having Tim the Tatman watching. Raid to people who are of equal channel size or a little bit higher, a little bit lower. Obviously, you got to do it based off vibes, right? So when I was starting out and I averaged 1, 2, 3, even if Maddie, my girlfriend, even if she was lurking, I would take her rate of 2, right? My bot and her, and I would raid another channel and I would interact with that streamer. I would say, hey man, I love your content. That's how I found you. I found you on my recommended page. Even if I was doing like sort viewers from low to high, I was looking for streamers. And then that's how you build that connection, because then they're like, oh my God, I got raided. I'm going to go figure out who this person is. And so then they come in, and if you're doing your crazy and entertaining show and you get them hooked, they become a viewer and a part of your community. That's the organic way, in my opinion. Obviously, Danny, you can interject on that as well.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. I've met some awesome people through rating out. Um,
Yep.
you know, I mean, like I knew who you were, and I was like, I think I was already followed, but I think it was I didn't even know who you were yet. I think Thick Boy Beans did a TikTok, and he's like talking about all his friends, and we were all in it, and I was like, who's this Mr. Nobody guy? And apparently he raps, so I guess whatever. I guess I'll check him out, and then I did a couple times, and then I remember getting a raid by you, and it's one of my biggest ones I've had yet still.
What was that?
Um,
37?
37, 38, yeah. And man, like that was a huge day for me. Your chat came in, and like asked me to rap. I was just like, if you want whack raps, you're definitely in the right place. But I'll tell you what though, like that started what we have now.
Yep.
You know,
100%.
it was just an incredible thing that came from that organic raid.
And
So raiding out is great.
it's a great way, and it's also a way to, if you're trying to build a community, this is a part of that properly networking, is when you interact with people, and even when you don't raid out, say you just want to learn who they are, the biggest thing that you want to do is, hey, let me go ahead and think about a couple different things of, okay, I think I'm just going to go look at somebody of a similar channel size as mine, 100 followers, 500, 1,000, 5,000, and let me just see what they're doing, and then interact with the people within their chat, interact with the streamer and getting to know them as a viewer, not a streamer. Somebody some way down the line will look at your channel and they'll be like, oh, this is cool, I'm gonna go follow you, and then they come in eventually.
Absolutely. I mean, you hit it right on the money. I mean, you're right on it.
I just kind of know what I'm doing sometimes.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing there,
just
buddy.
I'm just trying to flex, you know what I mean? It's
Oh,
like Post
yeah, yeah.
Malone. I'm just trying to go flex. Na, 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 na. Okay, anyway. um
Well, I think that actually transitions really well into like how to organically grow. too,
Yep.
right with that network, like how to properly network and then how to organically grow.
Yeah, dude. I feel like how to organically grow. What are your ideas?
Yeah, man. I mean, you got to look at the big content makers. You got to look at what Tim's doing, what Nick Merckx is doing, and they're all on YouTube,
Yep.
Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I mean, they're making content constantly,
Yep.
and they're growing massively from it. Now, they're huge content creators and they've got the following. But where do you start?
Yep.
By just doing it.
And that's a big thing of I feel you hit every platform on the head. I feel like every platform is a platform you need to focus on. I've noticed the most success personally on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Those at this very second, those have been the most fruitful for my channel. However, I'm also on daily upload schedule for the most part on YouTube. And it's also been absolutely amazing for growth. I'm getting organic subs. I'm having Danny Pita also just so happens to make the best thumbnails in the game. And I'm having a lot of people commenting within the videos of like, dude, your thumbnail's amazing. And they're new people. And there is an audience, like Danny said, everybody starts somewhere. There's an audience for a small YouTuber, just like there's an audience for a small streamer. And the only way to get your content out there is to be pumping out a lot of content, not daily, because that is excessive as you're beginning and you're starting. But I really do feel like as you pump out more content, it will help out your confidence. It helps you learn the editing style you like. And it also helps the algorithm go, okay, you're actually taking this seriously. Let's start pushing your content more.
Yes, the more content you have, the more opportunity you have for it to be seen and to be pushed. And
Yep.
that's just the bottom line. I mean, I notice I am growing more when I'm putting out more and more content.
Yep.
I mean, the more that I'm putting out, the more eyes that get to see it, the more chance you have to hit one that goes great. I mean, what happened to you on TikTok, man? I mean, you talk about Wisebot, right?
Let's talk about that actually. We're going to pull up some stuff here. This is for the people that are listening right now. We're actually pulling up. I'm going to be switching scenes, and I'm going to be pulling up my TikTok and YouTube stats. I kind of want to show you guys some really cool things. Oh, I don't need my audio, so I apologize for that.
Take a fall.
Yeah, right. So we're going to look up MrNobody Nix. This is me. I even have someone who, we're going to go back on this real quick. I had somebody named MrNobody Nix's Patrick Star. I've got a fan account for Patrick, man. If you haven't liked and commented on this already, dude, Patrick needs it. He needs that clout. I swear that Patrick
favorite channel.
Dude, yeah. It has to. But yeah, so like I've got videos, we're in the 500s, couple hundred. This video here has got 4,200 almost. And I talked about YouTube streaming, but like stitching different videos makes a huge difference. This guy, I stitched his video and I ended up making a 1-minute video and it got me 43,000 views and I'm at 4,500 likes. That's a huge, I got a lot of TikTok followers. I got a lot of different Twitch followers from it. People came in and said, I saw you from your TikTok. If we pull up YouTube, let's pull up YouTube while we're on the same screen. We're swapping over. 1 second. So if I go to YouTube Studio, I can take a look here. In the past 30 days or 28 days, I've had 27 subscribers. So pretty much 1 subscriber a day. No, that's not a lot to some people. They're like, oh, dude, it's just 1 a day. That's huge. Because if I go down here to analytics, I've had 2.1K views. I've had 85 hours of watch time, which is also big because that's how you get monetization, 4,000 hours of watch time, which is huge. You can see spikes on, if certain videos popped, some others didn't. And you can see, my top videos. But making content outside of your streaming platform, that is what will make you grow. That's what will bring people to your stream.
It's exactly how you organically grow. I mean, let's just be honest, dude. In a month, you've gained 2.1K views, 85 hours of watch time. What else did you said 27 followers. And
Yep.
I know for a fact, being in your stream, people are coming over from YouTube. Now, how many hours have you put in yourself? putting in that work.
Oh man, I've put in, for every 10-minute video, there's 2 hours of editing behind it. At least like 1 to 2 hours of editing, and then back and forth with Danny on the thumbnail. Like, hey, what do I think about, what do you think about this idea? Hey, can you make the text this, the money that's involved? Because that's the other thing too. It does take money, right? Like, I pay you for a service, and that's how we, you get better at your thumbnails and stuff. But it's not like this stuff is done for free. I don't have time in my day to learn how to do thumbnail editing. I really don't. So I have to pay somebody like Danny to do it. But look at what the payoff is doing. Look at what we're getting out of it. And again, it's small now. We're averaging 1 a day, which is huge. I was trying to just get 1 a week, and now we're at 1 a day. So now how do I up that to where I can get 10 a week, and then eventually 10 a day? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And that's just more eyes on your videos, more eyes on your channel gets pushed to more eyes on your stream, which then, I mean, you get to have more followers on Twitch, but also you're trying to do this and there is money involved, and that's also to help you grow so you can do this full time.
Yep.
Because let's be honest, that is something that is going to be just the most amazing day when you say, guys, I'm done.
Yep.
I can finally do it. I can finally go full time.
I can stay up until 1 o'clock and do these kinds of podcasts and not worry about when am I going to wake up, or, oh, I got work tomorrow, so I can't stream normal like I normally do. It's, it's all a vibe. It's fine. And again, I want to make content so that lots of people can enjoy it. But on top of all of that, it's different things of, hey man, I did this. I was the one who put that out there, and I did the content, I did the work. But that's also how you network, is by making YouTube videos and YouTube channels and stuff where, I'm at 1,200, right? We just passed 1,200, which is so cool. I can sit there and go, okay, who's around my channel size? Could maybe we do a collab? Could I maybe, have them come into my stream, and then they follow not just my stream, but then my YouTube and Instagram. We build a relationship based off of content and learn who other people are.
Absolutely.
And Twitter's huge. I mean,
oh man, we've talked a lot about that, and that's something that's like helped me. Granted, I'm not this kind of guy that's going to be pushing for all these followers and stuff. I like the fact of like we grow together in my community. Every single day I get a follower on Twitter or more, like 2 to 3 to 4 a day. And I'm not sitting there going and liking stuff, but they're coming to mine for the content.
Yep.
And that's the kind of thing that I see the greatest asset of Twitter is the connectivity. I mean,
yep.
Holy crap. I tweeted out to McDonald's the other day, right? They forgot my pumpkin pie. What am I supposed to do?
Not the pumpkin pie.
No, it's rude and inconsiderate. And I tweeted at them, and they sent me a message, or they sent me on, because I made it public. They sent it out there and said, hey, we're so sorry. We want to make it right. Danny, come talk to me. They put my name in there. They literally have done it that way. I've talked to, when I had a pair of Turtle Beaches, I tagged them in a picture. Boom. They liked it. They made a comment. I mean, stuff like that goes a huge way, and that's how you can grow organically, by being seen by those people.
Yep. I mean, I posted a picture I told everybody how stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut's the best, and I stand by that statement. You can fight me on that. And Pizza Hut commented on my post, and I gained 10 followers from that on Twitter. And those are the people that are translating over to YouTube. Twitter has the best translation to other socials than any other platform. You can have a link tree in your TikTok bio. You can have a link tree in this, that, and the other, but nothing translates better than Twitter. And that's just a fact. I mean, I see it all the time of people when I post a new YouTube video, I post a new tweet about my stream, whatever it is, those people come from Twitter. They may not do it today, but they will do it eventually if they want to see your gameplays. If you're posting good content, not just a wall of going live notifications. Like, let's talk about that. Twitter and other social platforms. It's one thing to have a social platform, but it's another to make content. If you see someone on a Twitter where they have just a wall of going live notifications, going live, and then the wrong way to network is tag live streaming. Good Lord. Do not tag people in a chain of your going live. It does not bring people in. It might bring 1 out of the 50 you tag. I see it all the time and it happens to me every day, and I can't tell you how much it drives me insane.
I don't even know. I'm just gonna laugh about it. It's the truth.
I
It's
I
it's
get
tough, man.
I get so irritated because somebody's like, I'm going live, they'll give a little message, they drop their Twitch link, and then they'll tag me and they'll tag 50 other people. I swear to God, they'll tag a bunch of people in the main text, and then they'll put 2 sub tweets, because you only have 250 characters, 2 sub tweets with a bunch of people. And the idea behind that, and the reason why people do that, is because if you say I have 10,000 followers on Twitter, right? And someone tags me, my followers will see that eventually because somebody tagged me, right? Just like when you tag or at Tim the Tap Man, a bunch of people from Tim the Tap Man will they'll see you. They'll see that. Just like when you at Pizza Hut or Budweiser or Turtle Beach, etc. But the problem is it's the wrong way to network, because I'm not coming into your stream based off of a tag. I want to come into your stream because you make good content. And the only way I can tell if you make good content is if you post that content. So if you have a good gaming clip, like a good shot in Call of Duty, post it. I had a clip the other day where it looked like I was hacking. I promise I wasn't. I was just on another wave with some razor. Dude.
Lying.
You're right, dude. You're right.
All the hacks.
My keyboard, you did, dude. You did. This keyboard that I got here, I just unplugged. Yeah, my keyboard, dude, it's got them hacks built in. But yeah, like, I post those kinds of clips and people enjoy that content. People enjoy seeing me. They enjoy seeing Maddie and I, dude. I post pictures of Maddie and I on my Twitter all the time because people enjoy seeing her and I be together, and people enjoy seeing that stuff. So that's how you that's how you organically grow, by rating, by making content on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, stuff that people want to actually see. Not, oh, the same going live tweet, or, you know, one clip in a low resolution. You know what I mean? Like, having some pride in your work, get people to come to you.
Yeah, I know that feeling of like, man, I really want to do this. I want to grow, but you know what? I don't want to put the work into, do a 1080p video. I don't want to have to edit. I don't want to talk on Twitter. And like, until I started using my Twitter correctly, I was just stagnant, plateaued.
Yeah.
And then using my Twitter and started being yourself. That's huge. You're gonna grow from just being yourself too. You said you post pictures of you and Maddie. I'll sometimes post stuff of my kids, but being, you and showing that you're having a good time, or even like, having those times when times are rough, you're honest about it.
Yep.
But you're being true to you, and then your content. Your content has to be good. You have to push and you have to work. You're not gonna grow. You're not gonna be Courage JD by getting a Mr. Beast video and becoming famous from that. He did have skill,
Yep.
but he did get lucky, and he was probably going to do well in the future. But you're not just going to get hit by a raid and become famous.
So let's talk about that word luck, because I get that a lot. A lot of people tell me I'm lucky. A lot of people tell me that, oh, you're lucky or must be nice. Luck only exists when it meets preparation. So what that means is, if something happens that could be considered lucky, like a Mr. Beast raid, you're only going to go as far as you've been prepared. So if I had a bad stream quality, which I will tell everybody right now, I stream at 1080p 60. I've got transcoding on my streams. My streams are very crispy smooth. I've got 2 PCs in this room. So my stream is very smooth, right? If I got a raid from a bigger streamer, I feel like I would be able to sustain that kind of content because I've been prepared for it. I've built, if one YouTube video goes viral, I've got 50 other videos that I've posted, and hopefully those could pop off too. But luck only is going to last you for so long based off of how prepared you are, which is like what we've been talking about. So I love that. I love that point.
Dude, absolutely. And I'll put this out there too. I recently competed in the Hovers Next Top Streamer Hovers Nap. That's kind of new. It's still in beta, but it's TikTok for gamers.
Yep.
I competed in their Next Top Streamer. Season 2 is what they called it. And I ended up, out of like 2,200 people, placing in the top 32.
Yep.
And what they did after that was they picked the next 16 to go in, and I didn't make it. But they would actually go to your stream and watch you for 10 minutes. And they literally take their entire chat from their channel and say, go watch him. We're going to see how he interacts or how she interacts. And 600 people would show up in your chat.
Yep.
I I had to humble myself in those moments watching the first set. Be like, would I been able to keep up with 600 people?
Yep.
I think I could have, but it was scary to think about. Like, what if 600 people just dropped in your channel like that?
Yep.
Can you sustain that? And I would say majority, probably 80% of the people that's on Twitch right now probably couldn't.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I had a really great stream. I had a Mads Katie raid me, and she rated me with 78, and I already had 85 in my chat. And so we went to almost, that's 150, 170. I can't math, but that's a lot of people, right? I mean, that's a lot of people to talk to when you're having the raid emotes. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not missing a single message. People were subscribing and bits, and it was an amazing stream, but it was stressful. And you have to build up to it. Everybody wants to, like you said, everybody thinks they're ready for it, man. But if you're not prepared, you don't know what you don't know.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
And that's like, I wanted to talk about something too, is like Discord promotions, because that's another way that people think that they can organically grow. I want to, like, this again, for people that are listening and not watching, I'm actually pointing right now to my second monitor. My hand up here, this is the start of all the Discord servers I'm in, and it goes all the way down here to the bottom of my screen. This is not a lot of Discord servers. This is probably 30 servers or less. I try to be as active in all of them as I can. These are communities that I want to be in. Actually, a lot of these that are at the bottom down here, you probably can't see my cursor, but a lot of these, like the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the last 6, I don't want to be a part of, but I own them and I just keep them. But that's because I want to be a part of these people's communities. Here's the problem. A lot of people, I call it Discord pillaging, where they go into Discords and they purposely post their going live links. That's all they do. And I have a friend, she DMs me all the time, and I also have another friend who he DMs me all the time, where this person, they have streamers that do it, but this one particular person will go in, they'll say hi, but then post his going live link within the same minute. And that's it. He never interacts with people. He's never saying hi. He's never in streams. And in my opinion, if you have a Discord server, make it a privilege to be able to post self-promo links. Like in my server, you have to earn that role. You can't just be a streamer that's in my Discord and then, you get to post your going live. No. That's not how this works. You have to be a part of the community to get that privilege. And those who are active within the community have seen the most benefit. I mean, Danny, you said that you've had a couple people from the Discord server come into your streams.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it was amazing because I was surprised that I had people coming in from your Discord to watch me. Now, granted, we are now streaming to the same person, but at different times, different demographics, different things happening right there. But the fact that like they would come in and say, "Hey, I'm from Nobody's Discord," and I immediately had a connection.
Yep, and that's because you as the streamer are a part of Nobody Nation, and I feel like that's a big thing. Is even if you're a streamer, being a part of somebody else's world is a big thing in terms of, if I became a part of Danny Pita's Discord and he had the same thing where, he had a bunch of people in his Discord server, I would interact with them as a viewer, not a streamer. Because if he does say, hey, I'm going to put you as a streamer role, boom. Now I know that by my interactions, I've built connections with people where they just enjoy my banter or my vibes. I'm going to go pop in. It happens all the time in my server, man. We're coming up on almost 500 in the server, Discord partners coming up, and it's all because everybody's organically chilling. That's the biggest thing is the people that have been self-promoting are the ones who are no longer within the brand, and they've noticed a drop. They really have.
I'll be honest too, is people forget when you're in somebody's Discord, right? It's about them, not about you. You're there to be a part of their family. You know what I mean? It's like coming over for dinner and you're like, well, I'm going to eat this whole cake and not save it for anybody else.
Yep.
You know what I mean? This is your family. This is your community. This is what you've built. You go look at my Discord and it's just literally like 3 things. I just go in there to talk probably to myself, and like me and like Streamlabs or something will talk to each other.
Hey man, we've all been there at some point. But no, you're 100% right though. It's building a brand and a community of people that want to be around you. Like I've been very blessed with the work that I've been doing, meeting some amazing people where, daily there's a couple people they always ask, Warzone anyone? Or someone's like, I cracked open a monster. I'm ready to go. Let's fucking go. And that's the kind of energy that I like. Those are the people where I can genuinely see them being a part of this community for a very long time. And I would hope that they enjoy the content from now and the next 10 years, like we're going to keep going. But I feel like if you're trying to grow, network the best way possible, which is building a brand on yourself and being confident in your own work and not relying on some main big streamer, quote unquote, who's telling you go follow everybody in the chat. And then that's not about content anymore. Because what happens when you are trying to build content and those people that you followed and they're doing the subscribe for subscribe, support for support thing, and they're coming into your stream and you're not matching the energy of those streamers that are like that, they're not going to watch you. So that's the biggest thing. I think to wrap this up is when you are networking, network as a viewer, not a streamer, unless the people you're networking with want to interact with you as a streamer. Would you say that's a fair comment?
I do agree with you on that. Yep. When you're in there, there's no reason for you to walk into their stream and act like you're this streamer.
Yep.
You're there, you're viewing them.
Yep.
And that's what I love about you. Like we talked about this in the beginning. When you're in my stream, you're there. You're talking to my people in there.
Yep.
You are engaging. You are giving channel points. You're making me do things. You're just a part of that as a viewer. Now, when I want to bring you in as that streamer, that's your time to become you.
Yeah. No, and that's unless the streamer brings you in on a conversation of are you a streamer or what do you stream? Until that happens, don't talk about it. Just be there as a viewer. Just interact as the community because I promise you it benefits you more in the long run than trying to get a quick follow because it just doesn't work. No, you can have 10,000 viewers or 10,000 followers, but you can have 5 viewers. That does nothing for you. And people just don't understand that, man. I have said this all the time. I would rather lose 500 followers tomorrow if I lost all 500 inactive. They never want to be a part of my channel again. Followers. I'm not saying like I personally don't believe anybody that's a part of our community is like that. But if they don't want to be a part of something, no one should hold you accountable for not wanting that. Like that, it happens all the time where as you get bigger, people don't want to watch you because they feel like you're too big or, oh, you're not big enough for what I want. There are situations like that. But as a streamer starting out and networking, that is the right way, is rating out and building content on other social platforms that is relevant to the kind of demographic you want to attract.
Yep. And that's the best way that I think you can organically grow while networking,
Yeah.
Is content creating and going out there and being you.
I agree.
And not, yep. I think you've hit it on the money.
Hell
and
yeah.
I can't agree more.
Well, I feel like this has been a super successful podcast, man. I feel like it's been great. If you guys enjoyed or you want to hear some more in-depth thoughts, go ahead and tell me down in the comments. I love replying to people. I reply within minutes because I'm on my phone 25/8. But until the next one, man, I hope you guys have a great day and we'll talk to you soon. Mwah. Peace.